Right, I'm going to take us over to Kiev, which is, well, I find it by going to Odessa, and then just looking in the top corner, there it is. And over in Kiev, I'm going to, it's actually to the east of Kiev, it's this one over here. I'm taking some advice and I'm getting rid of these. I'm going to get a market instead because it's worth more money. It's more important to me than replenishing the troops. Over in Iasi, I have to be careful now with all this green here. I get confused about what is actually Russia, you know, because they're all sort of doing it now, aren't I? There it is, Iasi, and it's just east of Iasi. See, there it is. There we go. I'm going to get rid of this one as well. I'm going to change this building type also to a market. It's a nice little feature of Napoleon Total War, isn't it, being able to do that. So over to Istanbul. I'm a little bit concerned about these British moving around in the way that they are. It's a very vulnerable place. It's a very big place. It's a nice little target, and you remember what I said before, if you leave easy targets for people, they'll go for them even though they're good friends of yours, you know. So I don't want to be doing that. Let's have a fortress in St. Petersburg. We want to make sure that we're strong enough to withhold any attacks. And also in Novgorod, that's just down here, I hope. Yes, it is. I'm going to put the Great Museum in there. Remember why we want this one: +4 happiness, +10 per, +16, sorry, per town wealth in the region, etc. So I'm definitely going to go for that one. It has other benefits as well, which I've discussed before. Now, one reason why the British might be coming our way and not doing anything against the French, and why the Prussians and the Austrians are struggling so much, is possibly because they're not even fighting the French. Would you believe? Hang on, what on earth's that all about? I've clicked the wrong one. Declare war. Cancel. No, I don't want to do that. What I want is them to join a war. I'm going to join a war with France, and I'm going to give them a technology to try and encourage them to do so. Let's give them that one there. Okay. Glorious day. Excellent. So they're now at war with France. I wish I'd have noticed that before. It might have made quite a bit of difference to this map, because Britain might have been involved more actively. The Austrians, I should have kept that open, shouldn't I, are not trading with me yet, so I'm just going to see if I can get a trade agreement with them. I'll give them something, see if I can help them along as well, because they are struggling with no technology or anything to help them along. Trade agreement for tech. So our talks vendor, it's in your favour. Excellent. So we've got a trade agreement with those as well. So that should give us a little bit of extra money. So over we go to the beginning of November. Hang on a minute. I wonder if we've moved. No, can't move the ships anymore, can I? So in fact, I'll just check on these ships down here, just to make sure we're at least moving them in the right direction, wherever they are. These here, isn't it? Oh yeah, they are, aren't they? Yeah. Yeah, they should be moving over to the coffee. Yes, they are. That's good. Okay. Just double checking those, because I want those out of the way, you see. I don't want the French to come attacking along there, really, if I can help it. Right, okay. End of turn, and we'll go over to the beginning of November 1808. Right, a couple of more merchant ships. I just hope that, I don't know if the British are going to do anything, but whoever leaves me alone. Just retreat from that one. Hope we can get away quickly enough. Oh, are you going to come and attack me here? No, you're not, are you? Good. What you have to be careful with is, you know how I sent those merchant ships to go to the hub, the trading hub? They had orders to do that. This turn, I could just assume that they're going to carry on going that way. That's not the case now. Because they've been attacked and they've retreated, they're now off their route. They will no longer continue towards that trading hub. So I do need to ask them to do that again. Otherwise they'll find themselves completely exposed there. They'll just sit there next to the coast waiting to be attacked by the French again. So it's definitely worth checking the movement rather than assuming that somebody's going to move. So I'll put these into the hub straight away anyway, so that'll help a bit with the income there. And I'm going to move these out of the way and get those on the trading hub as well over here. If nothing else, it gets them out of the line of sight of the French ships, so they're less likely to attack us. Now these should be moving already anyway to the port, but I'll just move them anyway, just to get them out of the line of sight anyway, you know, so at least I know they're going in the right direction. That's the main thing. These are the ones, of course, that I want to get replenished after the battle there. So okay, so early November, the first thing I want to do is kick the Minister again. See if I can get a better one. No, nothing better. Not even got a courtesan or anything to entertain the other ministers. Oh well. Right, okay. Over in Transylvania, that's the new place that I've just taken. That's just below Galicia. The two places I've taken are Transylvania and Galicia. So, oh, where are we? Here we are. This must be it, wasn't it? Okay, so over in here, I'm going to take out some troops. I certainly don't need all these guns, not in this kind of a place. So I'll take this one out, and I'll take out one of the horse as well. It's not much point in having a load of horse in a fortress like that, really, if this is going to be a defensive formation. So I'll take that out, and I'll move those down to Constantinople. I'm a little bit concerned. Constantinople is a big place, it's very lucrative, and it's extremely poorly defended, and if the British are sending an amphibious force, then I do need to be on the lookout for them. Where are they? Did they move? I can't even see where they've moved to. Oh, they're coming all the way around here, aren't they? That's it. I expected that they'd go that way, but they're not doing, are they? They're going the other way, but oh well. Now, Constantinople, I'm going to raise some troops in there as well. Recruitment. So I want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'll have 5 in there. And over in Iasi, which again I'm getting confused now with all this green. I'm thinking that it's all Russia, and it's not actually Russia anymore, is it? It's all other places. So you know, that have now become part of the Russian Empire. So okay, in here I'm going to get a couple of grenadiers, a couple of units of grenadiers, and I think it might be worth getting a fortress in here as well. Yep. And I did move, just as a double check, did move, oh, not there. It's very light on my map, this. Did move them over to there, didn't I? How many have I got in there now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got 6 in there. I can only take 10, remember. I've got 2 on the go here, I think. Where are they? Yeah, I've got 2 on the go there, that makes 8. And then I've got these that are on their way. So that's 9, 10, 11. Going to end up with too many, actually. Going to end up with a spare ship. So I'm going to have to stop recruiting the merchant ships now, just when I've got the port, when I can produce them more quickly as well. Oh dear, that's just the way that it goes, isn't it, I suppose. Right, over to the next turn. Seems to be moving quite slowly, these. See what speed it up? Oh no, that slows them down. Crikey. It's me, I'm expecting them to go much quicker. Well, the Austrians are fighting themselves again. Well, fighting their rebellions. Bankruptcy for them doesn't mean that they're out of the game, like it does for us mere mortals. It simply means that the populace rebel. It's a shame they didn't do this well against the French, isn't it, really? Still, maybe they're building some chevrons, which might not be such a bad thing. And still the British come. Look at that, round the peak of Italy now. Look at that, approaching Greece. What's he going to do? He's going to attack Greece? He can attack nobody but my areas when he comes down there. You know, so what on earth is going on there? That's what I'd like to know. Modern rifles. I'd forgotten I was even going for that one. What I'm not going to do is go for that, which you've heard me say too many times before. I'm going to get propaganda. Propaganda gives me +1 happiness in all regions, but it gives me +1 morale in battles. I'm going to go for that one. I've been told that steamships are really, really good actually, and may well be worth having because they're a heck of a lot faster than sail ships. But I can't afford any at the moment. Really, I'm sort of building up my army. I think I've probably got the navy that I want for now. So anyway, I've got my merchant ships from here. So let's get those onto the hub. I know I'm going to have a spare one now, but I'll just stand the spare one off actually to the side. It might help defend the place a bit better. Put those in there. I'll put these in here. Maybe I'll just disband one of these poor ones actually. That might be the way to do it. Okay, so I know these are moving automatically anyway, but I'm going to move them because I just want to get them out of the way, make sure they don't bump into anything else on the way, like these coming down or whatever.